com.
Baby, it's a brand new day. Ain't no clouds hanging over me. Something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The rest of my life gonna start today.
Well, good morning, everybody. This is Discover Fayette. I'm your host, Rick Fike, and I have Kathy Hall from the Fayette Chamber with me today. Kathy, good morning.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We had a little debrief on the ride over. I was like, what'd you get into this weekend? And I already forget. What did you get into this
Rise
weekend?
Wrestling.
That's right, Rise Wrestling. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about
that.
Rise Wrestling. They're on my list today. This is literally the fastest half hour of my week. It may not be of yours, but it is definitely the fastest half hour of my week. So we're going to jump right in. Once again, this is Discover Fayette. We are here on WMBS 590 or 101.1 on the FM dial. And our goal with this program is to identify and share the good in Fayette. And there is, folks, a lot of good in Fayette. There's a lot of there's some negativity out there too, but we're not here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about the positivity, and we're interested in you. We're interested in your stories and your traditions and the things that you're getting into in Fayette County. So give us a follow on Facebook at Discover Fayette PA. At Discover Fayette PA, and share your story with us. We actually we have a writer in our public relations initiative. We have myself that works for Fayette County TV. We do video content, and we have a couple writers actually, and so we are interested in sharing your stories with the community because there's a lot of great stuff happening out there. So some of our partners: Go Laurel Highlands, Fayette Chamber of Commerce, Fayette County Television, of course, and some of our Fayette County offices as well. Once again, give us a follow, discoverfayettepa.com. On the way over, we were just talking about how much is going on right now.
Yes, there's a lot going on in Fayette County that people may or may not know about what has happened, because we may get into what previously happened.
Yes.
And what is going to be happening.
Yeah, so let's start out. So you had an interesting week last week, Kathy. You did a little bit of traveling.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about the event?
Sure. So I believe we talked about the Civics Bee maybe before on this program, and we had a student from Laurel Highlands who placed second in our local competition that was held over in Westmoreland, and he went to the state competition on Friday. Was the state competition, and Brady is a fantastic kid from Laurel Highlands. He's going into 9th grade. It was a middle school program, so whenever he took second in the local B, he was in 8th grade. Going into 9th grade to the high school at Laurel Highlands, and he ended up placing 4th out of 24 students in the Civics Bee.
So tell me a little bit about what a Civics Bee is. Like if you're an uneducated man like myself, what is a Civics Bee?
So most people know of a spelling bee. So Civics Bee is kind of similar. So what they did was they had the first 2 rounds of 10 questions in each round of 2. The kids were asked civic-minded questions about the Constitution, questions about the Declaration of Independence, questions about government, all kinds of different questions like you would never believe. I did not do very well on the, they were able to have the audience participate. I didn't do well. But they, so then after they do that round, the next round is an essay. So they had to submit an essay to get initially to get into the local competition. So at the state competition, they had to present their essay again, and then they were asked questions about the essay. And then those scores were all combined into the first, second, and third place winners, 4th and 5th as well.
Got it. So they actually let the audience participate a little bit.
Yeah. So
nice
the questions that they asked the kids, the audience was able to answer as well. And I did not do well.
It shows how intelligent these kids are, and just it's amazing, really. I think about when I was that age, and I was not thinking about civics. They have a bright future, that's for sure.
Brady Schrockman is the student. He a fantastic kid. If any of the local politicians are listening, you need to watch out for him, because if he decides to go into politics, whew, he has a bright future.
That's amazing. That sounds like a really great event. So where was that held?
So it was at State College, on the campus of University Park, and it was it was Friday. And I am so glad that I went to a small school because that's a big campus,
Yeah.
and I kind of got lost going to the venue, but it's all right. I found my way.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it sounds like a really, really great event. And then I know Saturday you were at Rise Wrestling.
Rise,
I
yeah.
was so sad to not be able to be at Rise Pro Wrestling's event this weekend. Alongside, I had a fundraiser I had to run, and there was the dates were decided like at the end of last year, and there were multiple dates it could be, and it just so happened that after it was at our camp, and after all the different territories had claimed their events, our territory was kind of last in place. It ended up falling on the return of my boy Brandon K.
BK.
Brandon K.
Yeah.
Legit best friend in life, and what a fantastic performance he put on. I haven't seen the video.
Yes. Yeah. So if you have not attended a Rise Wrestling event, they're held at the Uniontown Mall in the former Sears location, the second Saturday of every month. Please go. Like, especially if you're a wrestling fan, these guys put on so much of a great show. They train so hard. Brandon was fantastic, and Cowpoke Paul, his opponent, was also. They had some amazing spots during their match. Go see Rise. It's a fun night out, an evening out. Bring your friends. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, you can find Rise Wrestling on Facebook. It's Rise with a Y, RYSE, Pro Wrestling. Their next event is the Rise Rumble, which is coming up in July. I think that, I don't want to say that date, but it's the second Saturday.
Yes,
I think
second
it's July
Saturday.
12th.
I think so. They're having that Rumble, and I'm going to spoil a little bit because, I mean, I was there. It's not really a spoil, but BK, Brandon K, and Cowpoke are 1 and 2 in the Rumble.
So that story's going on. So it's a student and teacher type story, and Brandon is the grizzled veteran. Cowpoke's the young upstart, and Cowpoke's the leader of the Cowpoke Posse, one of the most popular performers in Rise Wrestling. However, I heard that Brandon K might have, had a bigger response than Cowpoke Paul over the weekend.
Yeah, I would say that too. And my two favorites are in a storyline together, and it's very sad to me. But shout out to Jace Mara and Tad Jarvis.
Yeah. Rise Wrestling's a lot of fun. It's an all ages show, and I do understand. I just saw it this morning for the Rise Rumble on July 12th. Kids under 12, their ticket is free.
Wow.
So that's a huge deal.
Awesome.
We're going to pack the house at the Uniontown Mall July 12th for Rise Pro Wrestling, and they're a great partner. They're a Best in Fayette winner, and they're partnered with Fayette TV. Their show airs on Fayette TV daily at noon. And we're happy to partner with them. Great people putting on an amazing, fun show right here in your backyard in Uniontown.
And I believe they're going to be at the Fayette County Fair.
It's a great segue to the Fayette County Fair. The Fayette County Fair is coming up. I would have to look those dates up. That's always the end of July into the beginning of August. But the Fayette County Fair is coming up. We're going to get all the information this week of what's coming at the Fayette County Fair as they have their preview event for the media. So I'm sure WMBS will be attending. Fayette TV will be there, and we'll be finding out exactly what the lineup is. But they've announced a few things already, and they've got a pretty impressive lineup going on.
I know Lee Greenwood's going to be there on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't
remember the date,
which is huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Beach Boys were in town.
That was yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, they were up at Timber Rock
in the rain. But yeah, all kinds of great stuff happening here. Fayette County Fair starts Thursday, July 24th.
Which means Fayette County Day is Saturday,
the 26th.
The 26th.
Yep.
So Fayette TV, Fayette Chamber, Fayette County will all be out celebrating Fayette County.
Yeah. And so the Rise Pro Wrestling show, I believe, is that Friday as well. They always have a great show at the Fayette County Fair. So again, huge shout out to Rise Wrestling. Huge shout out to the Fayette County Fair, and yeah, lots more to come on those things. So also, we can touch a little bit on this. If you've been or tried to go to Brownsville over the last week, just turn around and go back home.
Yeah.
It's not happening. The Milton Hershey film. What's it called? Do we know what this movie's called?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think the Milton Hershey story.
That sounds right. Yeah, that works. So it's filming in Brownsville currently, and it's there's a lot of our local people as extras, which is a lot of fun to get to see yourself on the big screen. But Brownsville has completely been converted
Yeah.
to like the 1930s
Something like
era.
that.
And I mean, the roads are dirt. A lot of the facades on the front of the downtown buildings have been converted. What's great about this too is not only have they been converted to be backdated into that time period, but there's been a lot of improvements made to these buildings as well, windows, things like that will stay.
That will stay. Yeah, they're going to stay.
It's a huge investment in the community in Fayette County and in Brownsville specifically, and it's the town's turned upside down right now.
I've only seen pictures.
Yeah, same.
I don't know. Our boss lives in Brownsville, and she talks about it all the time and how the different things that have changed over the past week or two with the dirt roads, with the buildings, like you said, and different windows, and that stuff, like you said, is going to stay there. Yeah. So that's going to help improve Brownsville and what they have been doing to that community even before this movie came into play.
Yeah.
And the bridge, the Iron Horse Bridge, has been taken away, and it's going to Michigan, I believe, to be rehabbed and come back and be placed in. And they're just building that little community up so well that if you haven't, kind of wait until the movie goes, and maybe when the Iron Bridge comes back, go down and visit Brownsville and see what's going on down there.
Yeah, it's something, man. It really is, and it's a quite an inconvenience right now. However, it's really amazing for our community. So, big congrats to Brownsville for man, you're hosting the Milton Hershey story movie. That's pretty awesome.
So do you know any extras going to be in
I do know one of our hosts of a show on Fayette County TV called The Stellar Show, which is a fun show hosted by Ken Philobaum and Victor Moloch and Duke, the world famous Duke the dog.
Duke.
They actually filmed this at the Pittsburgh Stellar Collectible Shop in the Uniontown Mall. And it's all sports talk, but it's also fun memorabilia talk as well. It's a very, very interesting show with a couple dynamic hosts. And Ken is actually an extra, and I think I think tomorrow he's doing his extra work, and he's very excited. I saw him. He looked a little rough when I saw him last week because I hadn't seen him in a couple weeks, and he had like some stubble. He's usually clean shaven. He had stubble, and his hair was growing out a bit. I said, "You okay?" And he said, "Well, I'm an extra." And they told me, don't shave and don't cut your hair.
Oh.
So.
Well, he has to look the part.
That's right. So I'm sure, in good nature on the upcoming episodes of the Stellar Show, he's going to ride this wave of fame for a bit and have some fun with that. So
I know that the ladies they were looking for thinner ladies that could wear corsets because that's what they wore back in the day. And so we had a couple of our friends that tried to get in, and they managed to get in, but their costumes are going to be wool.
Wow.
And in June, as we know, in this heat, I'm glad I'm not a part of it.
Right. Yeah, that's for sure, man. And this rain, is the rain going to stop?
I don't know. I think this weekend is supposed to be beautiful, that's something to look forward to because the weekends have just been terrible.
Yeah.
But I think we're still in the drought, but...
Still in a drought?
I think so.
Man, prayers go out to folks affected in West Virginia and places south of there. They just got hammered yesterday.
They did. It was bad.
Really, really bad. So, prayers go out to them. Moving on. So this week, this coming Thursday, I was actually just talking to Matt and TJ. They are going to be on site via WMBS at the Fayette County Juneteenth Unity Fest, which happens this coming Thursday, June 19th. It celebrates the end of slavery, remembering history, celebrating unity. All are invited. East End United Community Center and One Voice, One Community are presenting this great event. I did go last year, and I can't remember if there was 2 of these I've been to. I know I was definitely there last year.
We were definitely there last year. I remember seeing video.
Yeah, and man, it's just this event is wonderful. It is so great. It's for everybody. It really is. Like I said, it is celebrating the end of slavery in America. And there's quite a list of activities and events. My man DJ Sean Nice is going to be playing all day. There's family-friendly activities like inflatables. There are community resource tables that will be set up. There'll be a little marketplace. There's going to be a step team performance. There's going to be diverse cuisine, which I like to hear that. There's a rib and wing cook-off. I did mention to Terry Vassar from One Voice, One Community, they may need a judge. I'm available. Artistic Youth Awards, and then the Adrian Michaels Soul Show. And I'm sure there's more. I'm looking at a flyer here. There's going to be activities all day, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here in Uniontown at Story Square.
Yeah, I would be interested to see Matt from WMBS get into the inflatables.
Oh, okay. That could
Wonder if
happen.
that's a challenge.
Good thing it's a radio show.
Good thing it's a radio show.
No, they will be broadcasting live. Fayette TV will be there as well. We're actually going to be there at the same time as WMBS from about 3 to 5. And we're going to be broadcasting a lot of the events happening directly to Fayette County TV's Facebook and YouTube channels. So look for that, or tune in with WMBS as well. They'll be live as well, doing interviews. And
I'm guessing the inflatable will probably be a bounce house.
It's probably so.
And
yeah,
I can see Matt in a bounce house.
I could too. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, don't miss that this Thursday again, the Juneteenth Unity Fest. Brought to you by One Voice, One Community and East End United Community Center. It's a great time, man. It's just a lot of fun. And I wish I could stay there until 8, but duty calls. I have to do my second job that evening on Thursday, but I will be there from 3 to 5. So stop and say hi. Also, I'm looking at flyers here. If you hear papers rattling, there's a big event coming up June 29th, and that is at Uniontown Walmart, and it's the Duck Jeep event. So this is actually sponsored in part by TriStart Motors of Uniontown and Walmart, and this is actually a fundraiser for Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh. So there's like a Jeep culture.
There is.
And
it has to do with ducks.
Ducks and the Jeep Wave. You know about the Jeep Wave?
No. What's
So I used to own a Jeep years and years ago. And when you own a Jeep, if there's another Jeep, not like a Jeep Cherokee.
No, any Jeep, right?
A Jeep Wrangler only.
Oh, only Jeep.
If you drive a Jeep Wrangler,
Okay.
it's a wave. They wave. You wave at each other when you own a Jeep Wrangler.
So I know they duck. There's this culture to duck Jeeps, but I think it's any Jeep, or is it just the Wrangler?
I have no idea about the ducks.
So I have a friend who has a Jeep, and she's always posting on Facebook that she's been ducked, and she'll post the color of the duck. And I know I've passed Jeeps on the road that have like millions of ducks in their window. Mm-hmm. But I needed to find out. We need to know if it's any Jeep or just the Jeep Wranglers. And are the Jeep trucks included now, because they are. And that's a big thing too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do they do at this Jeep Fest? People bring their Jeeps?
Yes. And there'll be vendor tables. There's going to be food, games, again, all ages event. It is June 29th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Uniontown Walmart in the parking lot. And there's going to be all kinds of things. It says Jeeps, ducks, and good vibes only. So yeah,
right.
Duck Jeep event. We did a little piece with Fayette TV, just kind of doing a little preview of that last Friday, and sounds like it's going to be a great event. If you need information, or if you want to bring your Jeep out, or if you need any questions answered, there's a phone number here to call. It's 724-438-3344, and that's for more info on the Duck Jeep event, June 29th at Walmart.
Yeah. That's good. Oh, so back to something that I started that you were supposed to keep going with, and that was our Fayette fun fact.
Great, bring it on.
Okay,
Let's do it.
So it's not really a fun fact, because if anybody's been listening to the show, we have talked about this, but we need to talk about the recap. Fayette County is named after Marquis de Lafayette, a French hero of the American Revolution, and he visited Uniontown during his grand tour of the United States in 1825, which was a couple weeks ago, was his 200th anniversary of his grand tour through the United States, which included Fayette County, which we are named after.
So there's your Fayette fun fact.
There's your Fayette fun fact for the day.
There it is. If now you know.
And if you didn't, you probably were living under a rock.
There's There's going to be a lot of events surrounding not just Fayette County's anniversary, which just passed, but also the 250th anniversary of America.
Yeah.
So really for the next 12 months or so, there's going to be multiple events in our area that are kind of commemorating that.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're going to be here back on WMBS talking about those events throughout the year. I know we're going to be talking about there's a gala that's going to be happening at some point. It's just other events. And if anybody wants to participate, anybody can come out and be on this committee to help us plan these events. We want to have people representing every area of Fayette County. That next meeting is on July 2nd at 1:00 at the Hilton Garden Inn. Again, anybody is open to come and help us plan these events. We're looking for, and it could be an event that you've already had or that you're already having that's already planned, but you can gear it towards the 250 celebration and just let us know about it. We might be able to help promote it.
That's great. Yeah, absolutely. So I want to talk a little bit about, we've got our list here.
Yep.
I want to talk about the event that the Uniontown Rotary Club's putting on.
Yeah.
So take it, Kathy.
So yeah, I'm a part of the Uniontown Rotary Club, and we've been trying to do fundraisers here and there, but we have a pretty low amount of members, but we're mighty as small as we are, and we haven't since COVID been able to really get a fundraiser off the ground. So we are doing our first big fundraiser in July 23rd at the Yawk River Brewery, and it's a Rotary on tap. So we're having a trivia night, and anybody that wants to come and attend is welcome. Again, July 23rd. I believe it is from 6 to 8. I could be wrong on that time frame.
Is there a place online?
Yes,
Folks can go to get the
Rotary of
information?
Uniontown on Facebook. There are sponsorship opportunities, $65 for a ticket that gets you in, gets you to play the trivia. One drink, you get a commemorative cup or glass, I should say, and a fun night out with your friends. So grab a bunch of people and come out and have some fun.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday night, July 23rd. So kind of a nice midweek event. Fun trivia. These are always a great time. If you haven't done trivia out, you're a trivia.
I am
person.
a trivia person.
You enjoy
yes,
doing the
I
trivia,
do.
and boy, it's a fun time. And we just encourage everybody to come out and support a great cause. Now, a lot of people. So I'm a Rotarian in Connellsville, and I know you are in Uniontown. A lot of people don't fully understand what Rotary does.
Correct.
So I know, we might have things in our club that's different than your club.
Yep.
What are so people are paying this ticket? What's that money going toward? What does Rotary do with some of those funds?
Uniontown Rotary does a supply drive for school. Our school districts in Uniontown and Laurel Highlands. We do a supply drive in August. And then we also do a coat drive in the winterish time for schools in both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands School District. We are Rotary Club of Uniontown, so that's where our focus is on the kids in Uniontown and Laurel Highlands. But we do coat drive, we do a supply drive, but we also sponsor a lot of events that our local nonprofits are doing. We sponsored that. They actually sponsored the Young Entrepreneur Showcase. We're sponsoring the golf outing that the YMCA is having. We're hosting a business after hours as well with the Hilton Garden Inn, Rotary, the Hilton Garden Inn, YMCA, and Caldwell Banker. So we're just trying to help out the local school districts. We also support the pantry that Laurel Highlands Middle School has. So our Interact clubs are a big help with that. We used to do a blood drive. It wasn't really a blood drive. It was kind of like a what am I trying to say? It's not a blood drive, but they would do like testing for
like a
blood test, blood work drive.
Yep.
It's not the right name for it, but we haven't been able to find a supplier to do that with us just yet. A lot of people call and ask because they want that, but we haven't been able to find a partner for that. But We're just trying to build up our club. So if anybody is interested in Rotary and joining the Rotary Club of Uniontown, our meetings are the first and the third Wednesday at noon at the Hilton Garden Inn.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's really a great club, and Rotary's creed is always service above self, and it's really a great thing to get involved with. Our club in Connellsville is very, very active in the community as well. So, but this Rotary on Tap event, again,
Wednesday, July 23rd at the Yauk River Brewery.
Yes.
Look it up on Facebook, Rotary of Uniontown. Just type in Uniontown Rotary. All the information is right there. Give us a like, give us a follow.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. I will make sure of it because I'm the host.
Radio
and the DJ
the
host.
Radio host / DJ.
Yeah, it will be a great time. Trust me. We will have fun with this, and it'll be a great time. And Yauk River Brewing is just a incredible venue for these events. We did an Imagination Library event there months ago.
February.
Yeah, and man, it's just what a fun atmosphere, what a fun vibe, and just a really, really neat place.
Yeah, absolutely. They are great, and they've been so accommodating to. I was involved in the Imagination Library event as well. Been very accommodating to doing events at their location. So, some place to look for if you have something coming up that you need a space for.
Absolutely. So originally we were trying to have the mayor of Connellsville, Greg Lincoln, on the show today. But again, I said it earlier, duty calls, and it's a busy time for a lot of us right now. He was unable to join us, but shout out to the mayor. Greg, you're doing such a great job in Connellsville, and we're so grateful to have you. There's a new park and splash pad in Connellsville.
Yes.
So, and this park is incredible.
It's on 12th Street.
Okay, so you have you been to it?
I have not, but I live 5 minutes away from it.
Yeah, and this is
completely
amazing.
Have redone that park. It used to be, they still play baseball there. They have baseball field as well, but amazing looking park. I have not been there. Drove past it, but have not been there. But yeah, it's on 12th Street. 12th Street Playground is what we used to call it back in the day.
Yeah.
But they really did up that park and redid the baseball field. They have new dugouts, all kinds of stuff over there.
Yeah.
Playgrounds.
And the splash pad is a big deal.
Yes.
Yeah. For families to go on a hot day and enjoy just getting cooled off in a splash pad. It's really, really a remarkable thing. There's a big mural there too. It's incredible.
I saw the new mural that they just put up on the outside of Community Ministries.
Yeah, and that was the next thing I wanted to talk about, which was our friend Mary Sampe. It was in honor of her sister Angela Phillips. And this mural, you've got to see it. We've got some plans for this. So it's right outside the Community Ministries building on Crawford Avenue in Connellsville. They've actually redone that whole kind of little nook there to make it kind of a little community place. Our intention is to make that kind of a tourist attraction or a bike trail attraction as people are passing through for them to kind of stop, get a picture, and we're actually planning to put some signage up with QR codes for people to learn the background story.
Oh, that's awesome.
On the murals. So
I got one more event that I can I shout out?
Please.
So I'm a part of Domestic Violence Services of Fayette County. I'm on their board of directors, and we are having a fundraiser as well coming up on Friday. It's a bowling fundraiser. This Friday.
Okay.
From 6 to 8, 9. I'm not really sure, but you can go on and search Facebook for Domestic Violence Services of Southwestern Pennsylvania. $50 for a team of 4. And we're going to have tons of baskets and just another fun night out in Fayette County.
Which bowling alley is this at?
Yauk Lanes.
Yauk Lanes. Okay, so in between, kind of almost Connellsville.
Yep, in between Connellsville and Dunbar.
Yep.
Yauk Lanes Friday. And do $50 for a team, but also includes your food and drink. And there's going to be a ton of baskets.
I wish I could go. You know what else is Friday?
No.
Megan Maroney at Stage AE. I take my wife and my daughter.
Yes.
So I'm volunteering to drive them to the concert because my wife does not drive in Pittsburgh.
Sounds like
my wife has rules. My wife has rules, and I found if I follow these rules, I have a happy life. So I am following that rule. I will be driving her and my daughter to Megan Maroney on Friday evening, so I'll miss the bowling. I would
miss the bowling.
To that, yeah.
It's all right. We got next year.
Yeah, we do. But
Domestic Violence also has a walk coming up in September, so maybe we can talk about that later.
Absolutely. What a great organization that is as well. So much great happening in Fayette County. I'm telling you, literally the fastest half hour of my week has just ended, just like that.
So many great topics we talked about. We covered a lot.
We sure did. And now that your head's spinning, it's going to be time for the news here in a moment. But again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We will be back. Let's see what my next date back is here. You got it over there, TJ? It's looking like I'm back no, I won't be back until July 7th.
July
7th.
Yep. So that's when we'll be back here for Discover Fayette. Thank you so much for listening, Kathy. Thank you for jumping in this week. We appreciate it. And you're listening to Discover Fayette right here on WMBS Radio.
And this is WMBS at 11 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. A court appearance is set for today for the 57-year-old man who's been charged with shooting and killing a Minnesota state lawmaker and her spouse. The arrest of Vance Belter ended a nearly